Hey boys, what's going on? I got a lot of positive feedback from the video I did last week where I kind of just sat in the car and yapped. So I'm gonna do the same thing today, but I just hit legs, so my legs are fucking pumping right now. They hurt a little bit, but that's okay. It's what it's all about. Go ahead and fire up the car here. I'm in the Range Rover today, not the BMW. So, okay, let's go. Let's go ahead and head home. But today, I kind of wanted to talk about some deeper stuff. I'm 19. If you haven't watched the other video, I'm 19. I do drop shipping as a full-time job. I've made over $1 million drop shipping, which I know sounds crazy, but it's true. I made over 1 mil drop shipping. I do organic drop shipping, which is basically like where I take a bunch of products that are in one niche and then I put them onto one store and then I advertise using like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, that kind of stuff. So that's my job. That's what I do. And I've been doing that for about 3 years. I had to lock in with it because I had a baby on the way and I didn't want to like be some bum who had no money and could barely take care of his kid. So I really had to lock in. So I've been doing that for 3 years and it worked out great. But anyways, I wanted to talk about the topic of how it feels to make this kind of money at a young age, because obviously you're probably like, oh, it's great, it's awesome, and it is. However, there's a lot of things that come with it. So kind of wanted to touch on that. But the first main big thing that I wanted to talk about is it will never really be enough. Like when you start making money, you're gonna realize that it's never enough. You're always gonna want the newest thing, the next thing, the thing after. You're gonna get a new car, then you're gonna wanna get a sports car, then you're gonna wanna get a supercar, then you're gonna wanna, you know what I'm saying? So you're just gonna want more and more and more. And that's kind of the issue that I'm dealing with. And I've always dealt with that, right? They say comparison is the thief of joy. And they're not wrong, but it's really hard not to do if you're on TikTok a lot. You'll see all these kids, they're driving around in their hypercars and you're like, damn bro, am I behind? Right? But then when I say I made $1 million drop shipping, when I say that out loud, it's like, shit, I'm not behind, but why do I feel behind? And it's because I'm always comparing myself to a bunch of other people who, to be honest guys, 99% of those people are bullcrapping. They're leasing the cars, they're renting the cars, but it's still hard not to compare yourself to those people, right? Also, I'm sorry, y'all can barely fucking see me, but it's okay, because you don't need to see me, you just need to hear me. Hear what I'm saying. You feel me? Also, I should throw this out there. If you do want to start doing what I do, we are now accepting applications. So it's a one-on-one program. You can work with me. You can apply down below. We're not taking on too many people just because I don't want, like, you know, I'm one-on-one assisting everybody that joins. So I'm not going to like have 100 people on because then I would get screwed trying to help all those people. But if you're interested in starting dropshipping and working one-on-one with me, you can apply using the link in bio. I know a lot of people are interested in dropshipping, so there's that. Also, the reason I'm not in the BMW today is because I'm currently doing a brake pad replacement, and I wanted to make this video after I went to the gym, before I went to the gym when the sun was still up. And as you can probably tell, that didn't happen. So this is the first time I've ever changed the brake pads on my car. I've never done any sort of car work before, unless my dad is pretty much doing it for me. So I said, fuck it. I pulled on my big boy pants today. I said, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put those brake pads on. And yeah, it took a lot longer than I thought it would, and I'm not done yet. So the car is at the house, which is why we're in my girl's Range Rover. So good stuff. By the way, I don't drive this car as much as I should. I love this car. I love the Range Rover, but I just don't drive it as much as I probably should be driving it. And also it's my girl's, so you know, I'm not gonna drive her car around when I have the BMW. Come on, boys. But yeah, no, I mean, it's a good car. I love it. It's very comfortable, way more comfortable than my car, but you know, I just don't drive it that much. But I'm getting off track. I really wanted to focus on what it's like for being a young man who is making money. So another thing is learning financial responsibility. Things like taxes and all that. That's stuff that I had to learn at a very young age because I started making a lot of money and I didn't realize until it was already really late that Uncle Sam takes a cut. I didn't know that. So this one month I made $100,000 and I basically got screwed because I didn't really know about taxes. And so I was taking my girl out to these nice places, like fancy restaurants where it's like $300 just for, you know, one meal. And it was crazy. And I'm like going and spending $800 at Sephora, $1,000 at Lululemon, like spending all this money on her. And I also got my own place. I got like a couch and everything, a really nice one, and a whole bunch of crap, right? You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that taxes were a thing. So tax season comes and I'm like, shoot, I have to pay fucking 60 grand in taxes? What? So yeah, that sucks, but you learn, and I unfortunately learned at a very young age, so I kind of got screwed even more because obviously I saved my money, but I didn't save enough, right? And you can't blame me. I was a stupid kid. I didn't know any better. Dude, I just saw the cleanest Nissan. I don't even know what that is. I don't know, maybe y'all saw it in the video? It's clean. Before dropshipping, I'd also tried a couple different side hustles. I did like reselling and all that crap. I resold AirPods. I didn't know they were fake until it was too late. I really thought they were real. I thought they were real. I bought a bunch from this one guy and they looked real. If you looked up the serial number and everything, they came up on the website. So I was like, shit, these gotta be real. And I started selling them. I sold one pair. I sold one pair to this guy. And he was like, are they real? I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, they're real. Real as shit, man. Look it up, look the serial number up on Apple and it'll come up. And he was like, all right, man, thanks. Dude, when I tell you, when I found out that they were fucking fake, I was like, bro, this guy's gonna come and hunt my fucking family down, dude. But yeah, that was the other side hustle I did. And I did affiliate marketing as well, which I didn't do very good at. And then I did like Pinterest marketing. So, but the thing with those is I only did it for like a couple weeks and then I gave up. Obviously with anything, you gotta work at it for like months. So, oops. But I'm glad I did dropshipping. I'm glad I started that. And also one cool thing about dropshipping is I've learned how to market. So if I needed to, I could go to other businesses and be like, hey, I can do your organic marketing for like 5K a month. And then, you know, I could show my results. So that's pretty cool. I think about that sometimes. Or if I ever want like an extra source of income, I could do that. Also, having bills at a young age, like knowing that you can't just wake up and play Fortnite all day, you have to actually work. That's kind of a hard thing as well because it's like, it gets really hard to relax around the house because sometimes it's kind of stressful. You're like, I need to be making more money. I need to be making like enough for like my daughter's college. I need to be doing this. So when it comes time to relax at my house, it's really hard for me to do. And especially since I'm self-employed, it makes it even harder to do. So it just kind of sucks. But that's just one of the downsides to doing what I do. But yeah, boys, once I get home, I'm gonna go and finish that BMW project and hopefully take it out for a little test spin. See if everything is working. Hopefully it is. Hopefully, boys, when you're watching this video, hopefully the brake job will be done because I'll be editing this after. So hopefully it's done, boys. Hopefully it's done. But yeah, I'm gonna do that tonight and then I'm also gonna edit this video. And so hopefully all goes well. And then I think I'm gonna spend some time with my girl. That's gonna be great. She also runs her own business, which is pretty cool. We're both like, guys, the mount fell. That's what I get for spending $6 on a mount. But listen, I'm gonna go do all that. If you guys are interested in starting drop shipping, you can click the link in the description and apply for that one-on-one program. Other than that, I think I am going to go ahead and I think I'm gonna go ahead and dip, boys. I'm at home and I'm gonna go drink this protein shake and get back to work on the BMW. So I will see y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe. Y'all are awesome. See ya.